An avatar. Yeah. Nice.
Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs, and for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home, and these fans have shown up for the clash we have ahead of us. Today, an in-state battle between a couple of teams from the state of California, both hoping to claim a golden victory. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway.
Oof.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15.
Oof.
Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So USC's offense will have first crack at this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll go to the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense will have its first possession of the game. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Looking downfield, it's Warner. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. At the 40, there he goes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole. Quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Touchdown Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. Your throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to 26. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage, they've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Nice move to pick up yardage. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bring in the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Punt is in the air. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back open in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. Hand off from the gun. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Back to throw, it's Mayama. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Fresno State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back.
And it's 50 in his Pittsburgh.
The turnover. The pill hits the ground. You scoop it up.
I think I got a love her.
To the house. Huge play for this defense.
The kick is up and good. It puts one more on the lead. that is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line. It's a first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game, the explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Throwing right, and it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Warner. Lobs it off the back foot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in, it's Freeman. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Trojans will punt this one away. Holds it in and looking upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with his back. Runs through a tackle.
You love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
What kind of beat is that?
At the line, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Warner. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down.
There you go.
Down at the 31-yard line. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Over to move. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. And all that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I know that shot down the field was in, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's now a 14-point lead, guys. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Sanders. And he fights his way forward. Gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll get him on the ground as Yavets comes out to start the next drive. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. At 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They had a big play to start the drive.
He tried.
Now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Did the work himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Not a chance.
Oh, so that's what you did.
Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense
What's
here in
up,
the final
Kelvin?
minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Fires to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
To the air on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds. You can live to play another day here on this drive.
Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Dropping back, it's Warner. Fires to the middle. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. So now it's 2nd and long. after the incompletion. They go back up top. Makes the grab. It's Gillian. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. It's a running room. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Ever since the year I was served by the
inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Oh, they're after him. Gracious one. Got his man on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Finds his man. It's Lane. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Warner. Quarterback extends the play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
material.
To the ground with the back. Nah, Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
Watch out for purple.
Looking to throw on first down. Heel off one deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Jumped on top of the pile. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Got it in the middle. It's Lane. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. It's our force to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. A one play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Fresno State will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
To the air, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Fresno State. And the beatdown has ensued.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling all the
Extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Mayala. That's caught, it's Sanders. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And at defense, a lot of times you're coming to the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Fields the punt, wants to make a play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Here's the Heat. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Hauls it in at the 40. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
They want that clock to run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Sweet cut there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's...
Fires toward the end zone. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this.
Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 30.
On the play.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to...
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. One more play to pad the stats.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air, it's Mayava. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. Better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
This man, I barely drive, I bought me 2 new caddies. Cause I can say it land, cause I need 2 patches. Let's stick behind it, you don't do no much.
What the hell? I don't know you.
Moreno wake up with items like this. That I flash. Just go check that. It's not a county. It's my tenants. Go just in the kitchen. Up the black kids. It's like you know they're really Francis with my chances. It's the it's all white. They got my first like yours. My bitch big dress to that drop. This is my turn, let's get through. Stop. Let the top it's only like what's my I go in Miami, Kawasaki with the past. Spoke with the top, kept out ice with yacht. That niggas chop. I just be shit on brand new down. She's a brand new, just like that. Introduced her to my family. Flowers, she my daddy. But not at all, no. You going at all. I'm just running from them all. This shit is a song that I'm on. The strength on my knees off before I responded to climb on the wall. She looks at me, dog. I'm the people I'm trying to see more.
Ready for playing this thing?
My peers, my influence, my bitch that use so they drop. This is my juice, but she be right there. Lit at the top, so me like pop, that's whatever I want. Teach me up too fast, just a thought of all. Niggas cover their crop.
Do I need an image secretary?
Proceeding Europe, I hit syrup, bottle watch, my influence was life. My bitch that use to that drop. And let's see my jerk, but she be right at the top. Killing at the top. T.O.P. I'm up. It's on me like pop. Push whatever I want. Push me up too fast. Just inside a ball. Niggas cover their crop. Let's get a crop. Human land, no talent. Ain't no one for president. Let my hope go president. I'm not stacking these presidents. Know this shit get treasures. I'm taking these chances. In this man, I barely drive. I bought me 2 new caddies. Got acres, I can say your land. Cause at least addicts. And that stick back my neck. They don't know my addy. Pretty face from around the way. Getting in my peers, my influence, worth life. My bitch that use to that drop. And let's see my jerk, but she be right at the top. Killing at the top. T.O.P. I'm up. So me like pop. Whatever I want. This me up too fast. Just inside a ball. Niggas cover the crop. Rockstar grab my crotch. We going top speed. I go in Miami, Kawasaki with 2 packs. She bought with the top, kissed out ice with yacht. Ice out where that niggas chop. I did this shit for granny. Look down my wrist, it's a Grammy. Princess like Diana, introduce her to my family. Flower, she my daddy, but don't cook her, not at all. No, ain't going at all. I took off the brain and told her no more. Ain't chain my lady with the this shit is insane, they thought I'd fall. The plans come out this house before I responded, climb up the wall. She learned to deal with the dog. The devil, I started to see more. I told her to beat it, get off. I only be fucking with stars. I got in my groove like Austin. Proceeding Europe, I hit syrup, bottle watch. Getting in my peers, my influence, worth life. My bitch that use to that drop. This is my dream, I should be right at the top. Killing at the top.
Behind.
It's on me like pop. Whatever I want. Between up too fast. This is how I evolve. Niggas cover their crop.
Not without a boss, see?
Proceeding Europe, I hit syrup, bottle watch. my peers, my influence multiply. My 50 years, girls from to the drop. And they see my jerk, but she bigger than top. She lit at the top.
Yeah.
Okay, so me like top. Sweat about walk. Me up to five. This is not about niggas coming clock.
Register.
Stacking these presidents, know this shit get treacherous. Taking chances. In this man, I barely drive. I bought me 2 new caddies. Because I can say your land, custom these 2 patches. And let's stick behind it, they don't little know my addy. Pretty face from around the way, complete. I do her nasty. Sometimes I ain't flashy. But you shows that khaki. Miss the accountant, bitch, she told me low my taxes. Young girl wanna trust it up and pop and chop my jackets. Heavy out the river, y'all friends, they stop my passes. Proceeding through the trip, bottle watch. Can't let my peers, my influence, my bitch, they push, to the drop. And they see my drip, but she blurry,
Let's see.
it's top. Oh, I'm so me like short about long, swim up too far. She's inside a phone. Mrs. Coming, start with my crush. We're going to the house. I go with my house. I do what you she fought with the top, down ice with yacht, ice out, that nigga's chop. This shit was ready, look down the wrists and Grammy. Says like that, ain't introduce her to my family. Flow, she my daddy, I'm not to the brain, talking this shit is insane, ain't that from the frost. The fans come out, they exhausted from the spot, they come out the wall. She love me, the devil, I'm stopping, see mama, shovel, I told her to beat it, get up. I only be fucking with stuff. I gotta make me look. This shit ain't through. It's through. Auto watch. Can't let my peers, my influence, my 50 years, to the drop. And they see my drip, but she blurry. It's top. Lit at the top. So me like, short about walk. Teach me up too fast. It's inside of a phone. This is coming in. This shit ain't through. It's through. Auto watch. Can't let my peers, my influence, my 50 years, to the drop. And they see my drip, but she blurry. It's top. Lit at the top. I'm so me like short about walk. Swing up too fast. She's inside of a phone. Mrs. coming in. Get up. Million no talent. If no one for president, let my phone go crazy. Let's stay in the president. Know this shit be changing. This man, I barely drive. I bought me 2 new caddies. Because I can say your land. So let's stay behind it. You don't little know my daddy. I'm pretty face from around the way. Complete. I do her nasty. Sometimes I ain't flashy. She shows that khaki. Miss the accountant, bitch, she told me low my taxes. I'm gonna wanna trust her up and chop my jackets. Heavy out the river, young friends, they stop my passes. This shit ain't through. It's through. Auto watch. Can't let my peers, my influence, my 50 years, to the drop. And they see my drip, but she blurry. It's top. Lit at the top. I'm so me like short about walk. Swim up too fast. She's inside of a phone. Mrs. coming in. Start with my crotch. We're going to the house. I go with my house. I do what you she fought with the top, down ice with yacht, ice out, that nigga's chop. This shit was down the wrists and Grammy. Says like that, ain't introduced Straight to my family. Which one she wants you daddy? But no, this shit is insane. They think I'm from the frost. The plans come out, this is all to full. Spray it, come up the wall. She looks me, well, I'm starting to see more. Several, I told her to beat it, get up. I only be fucking with stars. I got my boo. Just see in Europe, I hate shit. I don't watch. Can't let my peers, my influence. My bitch, they use to the drop. It's my drip, that shit drip. It's top. So me, short about can't push me on too fast. She's inside of a vault. It's coming.
Really cool.
Just see in Europe, I don't watch. Can't let my peers, my influence. My bitch, they use to the drop. Please see my drip, that shit drip. It's top. So me, short about one, too fast. She's inside of a vault. It's coming. Get up. My name no time. If no one for president, if my phone go crazy. If you're not stuck in the president, know this shit be church. Church is in trust. And this man, I barely drive up. Bought me 2 new caddies. Let's stay back and they don't little on my caddy. Shit, that's the moment, no way. I do it nasty. I ain't flashy. She throws that khaki. Miss my account, bitch, you love my taxes. I don't want a chance of that, you chop my jacket. Tell me like the river, like your friends, they start my passes. Just see they do it, it's true, I don't watch. Can't let my peers, my influence. My bitch, they push, to the drop. Let's see my drip, that shit drip. It's top. So short about one, too fast. She's inside of a vault. It's coming. Start with my crash. We're going top free. I go with the outside, you know what you she bought with the top. Shit out, ice out, that nigga's chop. She bought that she's a Grammy. Says like that, so to my family. First one, she was ready. This shit is insane. From the plans come out, this is all to full. Spray come up the wall. She left me doing the dog. The devil, I'm starting to see mom. Several, I told her to beat it, get up. I should be fucking with stars. I gotta make me love. Just see they Europe, I hate shit. I don't watch. Can't let my peers, my influence. My bitch, they push, to the drop. Let's see my drip, that shit drip. It's top. So me, short about one, too fast. She's inside of a vault. It's coming. Just see they Europe, I don't watch. Can't let my peers, my influence. My bitch, they push, to the drop. Let's see my drip, that shit drip. It's top. So me, short about one. Just went on too high. Since I evolved, Jesus coming in. She let get up. She might live no talent. If I want for president, let my heart go crazy. She like stuck in the president. Know this shit get churches. Churches taking chances. And this man, I barely job. I bought me 2 new caddies. Cause I can say you leg. So let's step back and they don't know my talent. Shit, that's from around the way. I do that man. I ain't flashy. It just shows that character. Finish like accountant, bitch, she help me on my taxes. I don't want to trust her, but chop my jackets. Heavy got the river, young friends, they stop my classes. Just see they Europe, I hit trip on the white shirts. Can't let my peers, my influence, my bitch, they use to the drop. Let's see my drip, but she good. Hit it at the top. So short about walk, just went on too high. Just inside a vault, let's come this far. With my crotch, was going to the house, ring. To go with my head, I was exactly what you. She bought with the top, cashed out ice me yacht, ice out, but that nigga's chop. She's some gravy, says like that, I ain't introduced her to my family. She my daddy, but this shit is insane. Fuck the frost, the fans come out there, it's all to fuck the spray, come up the wall. She listen to this shit. The my stop, see mama, so I told her to beat it, get up. I don't be fucking with stuff. I got him on the just see they girl, I hit shit on the quiet shit. Can't let my peers, my influence. My bitch, they push, so they drop. Let's see my drip, my shit good. It's top. Connect at the top. So me, short about walk. Since I evolved, this is coming. Can't let my peers, my influence, my bitch, they push, so they drop. Let's see my drip, but she good. Top. Connect at the top. Cause I'm me like pop. Short about walk. Touch me, I'm too hot. Just inside a vault. Man, it's coming pop. I let get a crop. Man, ain't no talent. If I want for president, my phone go crazy. I'm stuck in these presidents. Know this shit get treasures. Taking these chances. In this man, I barely job. I bought me 2 new caddies.
Everything I'm saying should be on
these caddies. And they stick my honey. They don't know my addy. Pretty face from around the don't play. I do her nasty. I ain't flashy. She shows that khaki. Finish like accountant, bitch. She help me load my taxes. I don't wanna trust her up and chop my jackets. Heavy like the river, young friends, they stop my classes. Just see they girl, hit trip, bottle white shirts. Can't let my peers, my influence, my bitch, they push, so they drop. Let's see my drip, but she good. Top. Connect at the top. So short about walk. Just went on too high. Since I evolved, let's come to talk. I brought my crotch, we're going. I go, I know it. She bought with the top, ice me yacht, ice out, but that nigga's chop. Says like that, I ain't introduced to my family. This shit is insane. Fuck the frost, the fans come out, they talk to food. Spray, come up the wall. She when I'm stuck, see my so I told her to beat the jam. I don't be fucking with stuff. This nigga, it's me, auto watch. Damn it, my peers, my influence, my 50 years, best trip to the drop. And it's my drip, that shit weird. Flip at the top. I'm showing about one. Push me up to the back. Since I'm from, this is coming from.
Feel better. Patrick and Rule.